Chapter 46. The Northern Gauntlet, the afternoon sun of August 20th, 2025, glared to the haze over the New Mexico-Arizona border. Its heat a relentless weight on the cracked highways where Jimmy Jacks gripped his crossbow, its bloodied bolt steady, his hunter's instinct sharp despite the ache in his bandaged shoulder. At 30, he'd led his family through Carter's assaults, burned the general's depots in Houston, Juarez, and Tijuana, and freed girls from their cages. But the humans screamed south hours ago, Carter's lone bike roaring, the drones buzzed circling high, and the chant, General, General. Mercs, not Carter's, were a storm closing in. The Jacks homestead, 100 acres of scarred fields and stream-powered turbine, was a distant haven, defended by Grandma, Ellie, Clara, Lila, Martha, and the freed girls. But Vancouver's port, the general's trafficking nerve center, was their target, and Jimmy's heart burned to end it. Jenny walked beside him, her crowbar gripped tight, her botanist satchel empty, only a knife left, her leg wound bandaged, her green eyes fierce, blood crusted on her sleeve from Tijuana. Grandpa Jacks limped, his .308 rifle slung, his Vietnam scars, stitched leg, bleeding arm, gray shoulder, defiant, his journal's lessons of fire, blood on his hands. Sam clutched his machete, his arm and leg grazes patched, his devotion to Lila a fierce vow, blood on his blade. Nate, hands bound, supported his sister, 16 gaunt, her rescue a fragile hope, his intel on Vancouver's sewer their edge, blood on his hands from Juarez. Joe Bradley, Jimmy's high school sweetheart turned underground fighter, led one resistance member, pistol ready, her cropped black hair glinting, her grit a spark, blood on her leg and back. Boone, Crawgator's last Gulf prepper, carried a shotgun, blood on his chest and arm from grazes. The 5 freed girls from Houston and 3 from Tijuana, gaunt but resolute, stayed with Boone, their crowbar steady. The general, bound and bloodied, was dragged by Boone, his network, Vancouver, Montreal, Shanghai, in Jimmy's ledgers, Ellie's broadcast, Carter's done, still burning, Crawgator's ham radio intel, blood-fed ferals, Vancouver Labs drones, guiding their strike. Ferals are stalking, tracks fresh, Jimmy whispered, his crossbow scanning the ruins, blood in the air from past fights. Carter's bike, south, trailing. Merc chance gone, but that drone's up there. Vancouver 6 days north, back roads, sewer hit at dawn. We push, link with Joe's contacts. Jenny's knife gleamed, her botanist calm a warrior's edge, blood on her sleeve. No snares left. Fire's our only trap, Crawgator's way. The girls need rest, food, water, nothing. We camp, spark fires. Joe's pistol was up, her underground fire sharp, blood on her leg. Vancouver contacts, 2 fighters, north edge, dawn in 6 days, snares, rifles. Port warehouse snipers, drones, ferals collared, blood-fed, 20 caged. North sewer, 1 guard tight. Grandpa's rifle scanned the wrecks, his voice grim, blood on his hands. Nate, Vancouver, lab, ferals, specifics. Lie, you're done. Nate's voice trembled, his sister's hand in his, blood on his hands. North sewer, 1 guard, pistol, no dogs, grates loose. Basement lab, vats, chemicals, ferals, 20 cage, collared, blood-fed, 10 mercs. Office, top floor, 2 lieutenants, ledgers, hubs, Montreal, Shanghai, Europe. I heard it for her. Sam's machete twitched, his voice fierce, blood on his blade. For Lila, you're solid, Nate, but don't waver. Boone's shotgun was up, his voice rough, blood on his chest. 1 prepper, horses. Vancouver, I'm in. Crawgator's radioed. Port's a death trap. Ferals loose, drones, blood labs. Jimmy signaled. Leading to the back roads, Nate's sister supported. The general dragged, blood on his face. Jenny's botanist I caught feral tracks, clawed, fresh, near a rusted bus, her crowbar ready. They're circling, she whispered, blood in the air from their wounds. The drones buzzed louder, its red light blinking closer, south. The ruins erupted, Carter's bike, bandana stark, joined by 4 mercs, dark gear, rifles firing, bullets pinging off a wrecked car, blood spattering from a graze. Ambush! Jimmy shouted, diving behind rubble. His crossbow firing, a bolt dropping a merc, blood pooling. Joe's pistol cracked, wounding another, blood on his arm, but the drone dove, its light pinning them, a camera whirring, guiding fire, blood, and smoke mixing. Flank. Grandpa barked, his rifle firing, dropping a merc, blood spraying, his limping form steady despite wounds, blood on his arm. Jenny's crowbar smashed a merc's rifle, her knife slashing his arm, blood dripping. Sam's machete slashed a biker's leg, blood spattering. The bike crashing, his shoulder bleeding but steady, Lila's name a vowel. Boone's shotgun blasted, felling a merc, blood pooling, but bullet grazed his leg, blood welling, his grunt sharp, blood on his hands. Nate pushed his sister behind a slab, his bound hands useless, blood on his hands, his voice breaking. Stay down. Sam's machete slashed, guarding the girls, their crowbars up, their eyes defiant, blood on their hands from gripping tight. Joe's underground fighter fired, wounding the biker, blood trailing as he fled. The drone's buzz persistent, its light guiding, blood in the air. Howls guttural, feral, broke the chaos. 12 ferals bursting from the ruins, claws raking drawn by blood, lunging at the fallen merc, tearing flesh, blood spraying, screams fading into snarls. Fire, Jenny shouted, sparking an oil-soaked brush pile. Safe house stock, flames roaring, scattering 8 ferals, their charred bodies collapsing, blood and ash mixing. Jimmy's bolt dropped one, Sam's machete slashing another, blood on his blade. Joe's pistol felling a third, blood pooling, but one lunge, claws grazing Boone's arm, blood welling. Grandpa's machete, rifle empty, smashed its skull, saving him, blood and sparks from its collar. Nate's sister sobbing, blood on her hands. Move, Jimmy shouted, pulling Sam. Jenny bandaging Boone's arm with her torn shirt, her botanist calm unbroken, blood on her hands. The girls clung to Boone, their fear easing, their crowbar steady. Grandpa limped, blood dripping, his machete ready. Nate and his sister trembling. Boone's preppers gone. Joe's underground fighter down. The general bound, sneering, blood on his lips. We broke 'em, Jimmy said, his crossbow up, his eyes on the ledgers, blood on his sleeve. Camp, regroup, plan Vancouver, port, sewer, labs, lieutenants, dawn in 6 days. Jenny's crowbar was up, her resolve iron, blood on her sleeve. The girls need rest, no food, no water. I'll spark fires, Crawgator's way. Nate, Vancouver, lab more. Nate's voice broke, his sister's hand in his, blood on his hands. Lab, basements, vats, ferals. 20 cage, collared, blood-fed, 10 mercs. Office, ledgers, hubs, names, Montreal, Shanghai, Europe, Asia. Experiments, human, feral, blood labs for her. Sam's machete was steady, his shoulder wrapped, his voice fierce, blood on his hands. For Lila, we burn it, Vancouver for all of them. Grandpa's journal lessons burned. The body follows ahead. Nate, you're proving it. Joe, Vancouver contacts specifics. Boone horses, supplies for Canada. Joe's pistol was steady, her leg and back bandaged, blood on her arm. North Edge, Dawn, 2 fighters, snares, rifles. Port, labs, ferals, collared, blood-fed, 20 caged. Office, ledgers, lieutenants, snipers, drones. We burn it for Chillicothe. The generals laugh, cold and bloodied, cut through. Vancouver's a spark, my network's fire, global. Feral, slaves, drones, you'll die, Jax. Shut up. Nate roared, his machete at the general's throat, blood on the blade, silencing him, his sister's hand is fire. The radio crackled, Ellie's voice urgent. Jimmy, Ellie, Homestead. Bunker secure, ferals hit, repelled, drone down, Clara's shot. Merc chant east, human scream, no Carter. Vancouver, port, labs, blood-fed ferals, experiments, 50 mercs, drones, global hubs, Montreal, Shanghai. Status? Over. Jimmy's voice was steel, blood on his hands. Ellie, New Mexico hit, mercs, Carter's bike, ferals helped, drone down. Ledgers, girl safe, General bound. Vancouver, port, sewer, dawn with preppers, underground. Hold, for Lila, all of them. Over. Ellie's voice crackled, fierce, blood in her tone. Copy, Jimmy. Bunkers fortified. Traps set. Vancouver, labs, Farrell's drones, experiments. Crawgator's preppers with you. Dawn. Stay alive for us. Over. Jimmy's heart surged. Ellie's fire a lifeline, blood on his hands. Vancouver, for Lila, the girls, he whispered, his crossbow a vow. Blood in the air. A new howl broke the afternoon, not Farrell's, but a scream human, south, where a bike roared Carter, joined by a drone's buzz. Another, circling its red light closer, and the chant General. General, louder, Mercs, rising, blood in the air. Jenny's crowbar was up, Sam's machete ready. Joe's pistol a spark. Boone's shotgun a shield. Nate's bound hand a chain. His sister's fire's defiance. Blood on their hands. The Northern Gauntlet was their crucible. The network's gambit a storm. And the Jacks family's fire was their blade.